What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes and welcome to another episode of my Path to Power. We are on episode 38, and if you remember at the end of the last game, we'd profited a ton from the Silver Pro League team, but we'd also lost, and I felt the need to console myself. And the way I console myself on Ultimate Team is to buy packs, because if there is the rare chance that you might get someone good in a pack, you're going to feel a lot better as Ultimate Team as a whole. And so that is what I went out and did. In the first pack, the best player that we got was Jabur, and we got a Hooper as well, but neither of them are going to sell for much of anything. We did get the Chelsea badge, and I don't know if that sells, but I tend to just collect badges and kits and throw them into the club for a rainy day because, hey, maybe one day I might want to use it. But to be honest, I always like using the off kits and the off badges because, frankly, it's just not as much fun as having a big team's badge up there, in my humble opinion, of course. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to do my two-face method, where I try to match up the face that you see when it's the bronze, silver, gold, match up the gold face with the premium gold as soon as you get in there. And I got bored of that, and eventually I just said, hey, screw it, Messi's on the cover of the game, Messi's on the cover of this pack, that means I've got to get a Messi in this pack, right? Wrong. Another Hooper in the pack though, and another awful pack. And at this point I was done with packs. 15,000 coins down the drain, and that's essentially the prof. And then I thought about it a little more, and I said, well, I essentially made about 20,000 coins or so. Well, a little bit more than 20,000 coins on Kuyate alone. So maybe we'll buy a silver pack. I might as well just buy a regular gold pack. And lo and behold, we get this. Did you see it? Did you see it? What? RVP. RVP. Robin Van Persie in a pack. Absolutely crazy stuff. I know it's flashing on the screens a bunch of times, but I was excited, so I put it on the repeater. There he is. RVP goes for about 90,000 coins. We got him in a 5,000 coin pack, and that is outstanding. The only rare card in that pack, and that's exceptionally lucky, but since we are going to be hopefully winning the league very soon, I know the next team that I'm going to have to make, and that's going to be a BPL side around RVP. So what I'm going to do is create a Facebook poll on my Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/AirJapesFIFA. And I want you guys to put in the poll which other BPL players you might like to see around RVP in a team. So you basically can just add an option to the poll. Make sure before you add an option you check and see what other players have been added. Please don't do some of the trollish picks. We do like winning, and it's harder to win and give you guys tips if the team's not exactly stellar, but very cool stuff to be able to actually pull a good pack out. And just when I thought I wasn't going to be buying any more packs anyway, on we go. We'll throw RVP into the old Smart Girls side, and we're going to have to add some smart players around him. Had an extra 352 card laying around, and RVP is going to be our man for that. Dirty Talk Inc. though, back on that, heading into the next match with my Bundesliga side. Play a little fitness card on Schweinsteiger because he was a little bit low at 84, and Javi Martinez is actually also low at 85. But for whatever reason, he seems to just not get as tired in the game, so I thought about going out and searching for a bronze fitness, threw out some 150 coins bids, didn't get one of them, which was very, very frustrating. Fitness cards are going for quite a bit, and so that bronze pack method that I talked about earlier, if you get a 400 coin bronze pack and you put the fitness card as 250 coins by now, if you get two of those in a bronze pack, you're going to be able to sell it for 500 coins. You make 100 coins plus whatever else you might get in a bronze pack. So that's just something to think about moving forward. It'll help lower the price of fitness cards maybe a little bit, but they should all sell on pretty quickly. Now is an exceptionally good time to sell on consumables because the majority of Ultimate Team players do play over the weekend. And we get things started in this match. He's got a 4-4-2 RPL, which is Russian Premier League side, and he gets a goal off of a corner right here. What were my defenders doing? I have absolutely no idea, but it was very, very frustrating to say the least for that to be the way that things get started. Marco Reus is doing what he does best and creating opportunities. Andre Schürrle slips inside, and the finish, of course, is heading into the near post in the 20th minute to bring us back level. Luckily, we were able to sweep a goal in the first half to bring us back level, but literally just minutes later, in the 30th minute, big Traore, I think he stands 6'8", puts it into the near post, and that was some of the most pitiful defending that I've ever done in my entire life. I knew that Traore was left-footed, and I knew he'd probably have to go back on his left foot. I had help on his right foot, and I just ignored it. So I don't really I was having one of those days of FIFA today, guys, where it just wasn't all flowing the same. And sometimes when that's the case, you got to just put down the controller, go do something else, and say this just isn't for me. But Marco Reus somehow puts that directly under the keeper, which I will take 10 times out of 10. Didn't matter to get back level going into halftime. That is an exceptional boost because then it's one half to win it, and I tend to do pretty well in second halves. And we're getting things started, and Javi Martinez right here is the one that makes the move. And I just kind of want to talk about the attacking AI. And sometimes when you let the play develop and you let the runs develop, what the attacking AI will do. We're going to freeze it right here, and there's Javi Martinez hanging out by the midfield line. Now, if you remember, he just passed it up a few seconds ago, and he's kind of trailing forward. Obviously, you've got Farfan, but he seems to be a bit oblivious to what's going on. I cut back inside here once the sequence starts again with Andre Schürrle, lay it back to Götze, and there's Javi Martinez bursting through and finishes it clinically with his right foot into the bottom corner. He is a fantastic player, and his mental attributes are essentially what make him, because he's not very pacey, but he does have good strength, which is very important on this game as well. But his mental attributes make him always in good places at good times. Lewandowski rivals one off the post, but Reus is there to pounce. That puts us at what is that, 5-2, I believe, at this point, or maybe 4-2. In the 74th minute, we're closing things out, up 2 goals. We're going to go ahead and keep on pushing. The 2-goal lead is exactly what we'd be hoping for. Somehow that falls to Lewandowski, and we put it away. Now, at this point, after I went up by 1 or 2 goals, I think he switched to ultra attacking, and so that allowed me to catch him on the counter and catch him on the break, but I made the mistake of not switching to defensive in the minimum, if not ultra defensive, to see out the end of the game. And my players were still unbalanced, so I still had midfielders and defensive midfielders, outside midfielders bombing up the pitch every time I got the ball, while all of his players were pressed up, and it made it very, very difficult to get out of my back. And he ended up getting 2 goals back here before I said, oh my gosh, what is going on? I need to switch to ultra defensive to see this game out. We managed to pick up the win, 5-4, and that is the season title for us. I think it's a 10,000 coin bonus for winning Division 2 season title with a record of 6-0-1. Would have, of course, liked to make it 6-0. But that is okay. We're moving on into Division 1 anyways, guys. If these tips have helped you out and you do indeed enjoy these episodes, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. It really does indeed help me out. Other than that, remember to check out the Facebook poll. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.